I'm warping on this HandyWoman rigid heddle for band weaving this evening, and I'm starting with how to suspend the heddle for easier warping. And I'm going to start here in the third 1, 2, 3 slot of the border with a accent color that I will be using in the border. And I'm going to take, and I'm making a loop. Now I'm going to take this loop and I'm going to take that around my warping post over back to my back beam. No, I'm going to take it to my heddle, and I'm going to go to the 1, 2, 3 on the back side. Notice I'm now on the back side of my heddle, and I'm going to pull that thread back through. I'm still keeping it as a loop. Notice I've kept it as a loop. Now I'm going to put that onto my back apron rod, on my back apron rod. And now I'm going to adjust this. I'm just kind of pulling on the cone end of my string, and I'm going to go ahead, and you notice that is bringing my heddle up. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut that string. Cut that string, and I'm going to tie it off in a surgeon's knot onto my back apron rod. And ta-da! That is now holding my heddle up in a nice upright position for me. And it is now ready for me to continue to the next stage of my warping. For the next stage of my warping, I have tied on my pattern thread, and I am now going to go to the short. Notice how there's some of these that are shorter, some of the slots that are shorter. I'm going to now thread through the shorter slots. It is important that I do the pattern threads next. Have to do the pattern threads next before I do the background or border threads. So now I'm going to go through and do all of my pattern threads next. Okay, now that all of my pattern threads are all warped, now I have tied back on with my background and border thread, and I will now go through and do all of the slots to all of my background and border threads. I'm not worried about warping the holes yet because I will slay those in a minute. But now I'm going to go through and warp all of the slots except for the slots that I have already put this accent thread into. So I'm going to go through and put my background and border thread through all of the slots except for the slot that I already put the accent one in, because it's already got something in there. When I get to the area of the heddle where the pattern threads are already warped at, I go around and in between the pattern threads. So I'm going to go through, and I'm going to run this one up through here. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to go ahead and scoot the pattern thread out of my way, and then I'm going to go in between it. And then I'm going to bring my finger down in between here, and I'm going to lift up in between, just like that. See how I went in between those? Just like that, to be able to bring my next thread up. And there you have it. I now have this all nice and warped, and it's ready to be wound onto the back beam. And I will do another video showing the slaying of the heddle.